In this video, we will talk about CSS. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. Till now, we were using only simple HTML pages. That doesn't look nice. So the HTML, to style the web pages, we will use CSS now. So what actually CSS is? CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets, and it is a language that describes the styles on the HTML document. With a single file of CSS.css like this file, we can change the whole style or change the whole look of the website. CSS describes how the element should be displayed on the web pages. So now we will start with the basic syntax. Let me first link our CSS file so that we can use it. For linking, we will use link tag, and this is telling us that this file is of style sheet where we are styling a sheet. Now give the exact path. Mine file in the same folder, so I will give style.css, same name, same extension. Okay, now our file is linked. To check this, we can just write body background hashtag and 00ff00, any color. I have told you in the previous video, this is the hex color. Reload, you can see our color is changed. So now let us discuss the basic syntax, how the syntax looks and what is the meaning of it. So now this is the selector, this is the property, and this is the value. So selectors are of many types. Some of them are like body group selector, element selector, class selector, ID selector. So I will talk one by one. Let me first like this. This is the element selector. Any element that is like body, paragraph, in any tag that is used, it is called element selector. Like if we have used the class here, like if I create here one div, give it a class division, and create another class with the division, create another div with the ID. Now let me style the selectors. This is the class selector starts with a dot. Now whatever it is written in the class selector right here, class, what is the name of this, is starting with the dot, start dot division, you can see. Okay, now I got here, and the ID selector starts with the hash. You can don't think both the name of the same, then the property will be also same. No, this class selector and this ID selector both are different things. So what is the main difference between this? Class can be used in multiple divisions, like multiple elements like this. If I have multiple classes like this, I can give this class to multiple division or multiple elements, but ID can't be given to multiple things. It is belongs to only one part. Like if I use ID here, it can only be used in here, but we can't do like this in the ID part. Like this we can't do this because in ID we have unique ID have given to this. So let's style this. So first property height we all know. Let us give this 50 pixel, and giving the width 50 pixel, and giving the background, and giving the background here. Now refresh the page, you can see here both. Let me create a margin here, padding here. To RAM, this is the size. You can see we have created 3 divisions with the 50 pixel height and Wait, this we have 50 pixel height with 3 divisions. But if I write here, you can see both have the same name, but it's not working on the fourth one because it's a ID. Now I have to give the different style here. So now you can see its fourth one is also visible because we have given the different style to it. So now there is a condition why to use these properties again and again, because both are same. So in this case we will use group selector. So how the group selector works, let us see this. We will provide comma and give the ID or a name of that group selector. Like if I want to, we can add n number of elements to it. So now we can see it's here again. Continue. We can see same result is seen but with less number of lines of code. So this is group selector, this is ID defined with a hash, and this is class. How to insert to CSS? There are three ways with which we can insert the styling or in our website. The first type is like inline CSS. So what is inline means, we will use the style tag and provide the value here. Likewise, if I have background, color, hashtag ff, and value is given here. This is the inline CSS. Second one is we use the head in the style tag in the head property. In the head tag, we will use style given the class. What is the class of it? Division. Let me copy this and we will change this color here. Just F00 F00. Okay. So refresh the page. Enter. So now here the condition comes, what is the color and what is the property. So now we will talk about this style. This is inline CSS, means this is the highest precedence, means this is the, if we provide style in the inline CSS, it will bypass all these to one, because here is the color different, here is the color different, and division is giving the same. So firstly it will be executed because it is in the inline and most closest to that ID. Then the inline CSS is working, then this file is working here, style tag, and the third precedence is the style external CSS that we have linked here. But there is a one problem in this. If I want to have hundreds of if I have hundreds of style tags like this, like if I have hundreds of tags like this, like this, you can see it is a very hassleless task to do all the things. So we have to change one by one, but it takes very much time. So to overcome this problem, we will use we have created the external CSS, so that with a one file we can change all the style of the all the elements, so that we don't have to give again and again like this. We use this selector and we give the ID, we give the style to all the elements having this class. Now we will talk about what are comments. Comments are those, like we had told you in the previous video, that in HTML we have comments, we get it by like less than sign and greater than, but in CSS the commenting style is different. We will use forward slash star and whatever we write here like this, whatever we write here like this. Now close this with the star and forward slash again. Now this is the commenting style in this CSS part. So like if I want to define like this division of this division style like this here, we will use this and we can give the idea that this is a division style. We will starting here. Now let us tag property of this. Let me quickly clear out this and create a body tag again. Body tag is created. I will clear all this. Now let's talk one by one property. You all know this background property here. Background is a property and this is the value hash ff have 00. Now we will talk about the image property. Likewise, if I want to use background as an image, we don't want the color. So first one was in the HTML type you have a tag, image tag, but in CSS part we have background. We want body have a background as an image. We will use background URL circle brackets and give the single quotes, give the name of the image city.jpg, exact same name that I have given. You can see it here, city. Save it, refresh it. Now you can see it's again not scrolling because of this. We have didn't given the height and width because it's taking the image size, so I will give 550 pixels. Here also 550 pixels. Save it, refresh it. You can see now the scrolling part is coming. Now we will talk about the border property, how to give the border. Let me quickly create one border division element here so that we can practice on border class having practice. Spelling mistakes, practice. Now give the class selector practice. It automatically predicts. Like we have to give like this height width also. Background, let me give this hashtag ff border 2 pixel solid means solid color, and for the color I will use like red. You can give hash ff any color, hashtag value RGBA also works here, any value. Refresh the page. You can see our page is now created with this. Let me shorten the size here, 250 pixels. Here also 250. Save it, refresh it. You can see our box is created with the 250 height and 250 width and with red borders of 2 pixels and background of white color. Now we will talk about the margin. Let me create one division again here. In this part, practice inner, copy, paste, width. Let me copy this, paste it here. Practice inner, practice inner. I will decrease the size here, 150, 150, green, giving the size, giving the color like this. Refresh it. Now you can see it is coming here. So padding, one property padding. Padding means what is the padding from this content of the, like if I write here content anything, hello, what is the padding from this type, here, here, here. So if I want to padding here of 50 pixels, so it means from all the sides it will be padding having 50 pixels. Refresh the page and we can see 50 pixels here, 50 pixels here, 50 pixel here. We are having 50 pixel padding from all the sides. So padding is different from margin. Let me put here margin. Margin means the content will be aligned side from, like if I write here 20 pixels, so that margin will be 20 pixels from all the sides. You can see, so margin works on the outer parts and padding works on the inner contents. In the content align from top, distance from top, distance from bottom. This is the padding. Now we'll talk about the font. Like we want font, what is the font size? First give it to rem, when increase the size, refresh. Now the font size is increased, you can see it here. If I want to change the font family, style of the font, like if I want to give fantasy, is it present or not? It is not present. I will give sans serif. Refresh the page. Now you can see the font of our is changed also. Thank you. If you want to connect to us, you can visit to cosmogic.com and visit us with our social media handlers. If you want to download PDF, you can also visit to cosmogic.com and download the PDFs here. And please share your valuable reviews. if something you want to add up. Thanks.